Hi everybody, it's Luciditi, and I have a special announcement to make. But first, I wanted to thank all of the new subscribers that I got after posting the last video, and thank all of the old subscribers that are still here, still watching videos for some reason. I posted my last video about making 2,136 kanji flashcards, and I did not expect it to get the positive reaction that it got. But I'm very happy it did, and I'm very happy to share a resource that's been working for me with other people that might be struggling to find different ways to study kanji and Japanese in a general sense. So I have been asked by a few people to share both my kanji flashcard template and the Excel sheet that I made. I will be doing this in the near future, but before I do, I just have to go through the Excel sheet and kind of clean up all of the characters and the definitions. I kind of tailored it specifically to me and words that I knew very well. And some of those words are like history words or Japanese music related words and words that everybody else might not know. So I want to go back through each word and change them to the most common definition of the word that you'll probably encounter in everyday life. After doing this, I'm going to try to find a website to sort of host it at, and then I'm going to share that with you as soon as it's ready. So please keep following. It will take me probably a month and a half, I'm guessing, maybe a month if I have the time. I am fairly busy, especially around this time of year. In addition, I've been asked to sort of share some of the resources that I'm using to study Japanese. I know it's super hard for intermediate learners, especially of Japanese, to find resources to help them get to a higher level. I feel like for me, every resource is at the beginner level, and if there is intermediate content, you have to work your way through the beginner stuff to get to the intermediate level stuff. I'm also sort of past the textbooks at this point, and there's very few textbooks that go higher than a lot of the intermediate level textbooks that are out there. In the future, I will be making more videos, and I will be going over some of the stuff that I do to try to improve and increase my Japanese reading, writing, and speaking level. So old fans of the channel may know I do have a master's degree in world history with a focus on modern Japanese history. And you may remember that I had a channel called Japanese History for Morons. I did delete that channel, always regretted it. I want to bring that back, but in a bit of a different format, and I'm not calling it Japanese for Morons anymore. I don't want to steal anybody's naming anymore. In addition to that, I'll probably be doing some regular vlog stuff, maybe tell a few stories from when I was living in Japan, and maybe some of the stuff that I'm doing now. Okay, announcement time. I will be returning to Japan for the first time in 8 years. I built this channel around my experience wanting to study abroad in Japan, my first experiences living in Japan, and all of the culture shock and difficult things I went through, as well as a lot of the amazing things that I went through. When I turned 30 years old last year, I promised myself that I was going to go back to Japan, no matter how much it cost, no matter how I had to get there. I was going to go back to Japan. Part of the reason for that is the first time I studied abroad in Japan and first time I ever left the country to go to another country, I was 20 years old. That means it's the 10-year anniversary of when I first went to Osaka. 20 years old is a very big year in Japan. It's the year that you're considered an adult. There's ceremonies for it. It's very special for me because it was a big period of growth. I will be going in April. I'll be going for only 1 week. I'll spend the weekend in Tokyo, and then the rest of the week in Osaka. I will be going by myself, but I will be staying with 2 Japanese homestay families, one for Tokyo, one for Osaka. I will be going to a lot of Japanese historical sites because those are the things that are very interesting for me. I'm going to go back to Kyoto, to Nara, and I'll be going a few places that are new. I'm going to Sakai City, where there is the grave of Emperor Nintoku. It is a Kofun grave. If anyone remembers, are the ones that are shaped like a keyhole. They're really big and it's super cool. I've always wanted to see one. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you that experience of returning to Japan for the first time in almost a decade. And also I hope to make a bunch of history videos based on some of the places that I go when I'm there. So that's it for today. I have to go to Japanese class in Long Beach and I am already late. I'll see you guys later.